eventually. Guys, Man City, everybody's seen what happened to Man City versus Al Hilal. And I just want to say,
Pick
Vader,
up Pep
how
Linders.
did you feel? How did you feel when that fourth goal went in and you seen the Al Hilal fan holding his neck with his glasses off his face? That must have been.
Oh, that was comedy. That was comedy. Perfect timing for him. He's gonna live. That's gonna live forever.
He's trying to make a career off it. I rate it.
He's trying to make money off it.
He's trying to become a content creator off the back of that moment. I rate
That's
it.
smart. That's smart. Obviously that person had personality. No, that fourth goal was hard to see, but I hate this. I hate to say it. It was overdue in that game, man. It was one of those where it's like everybody and their mama were questioning Pep. They're like, what's this 11? Why does he have Bernardo Silva and Ilkay Gundogan on here again? Like, why is he doing this? So a lot of fans were already questioning it, but I'm gonna be honest with you. By halftime, when we were 1-0 up, I thought we should have been 3-4-0 up. Like the chances we were creating, the saves that were being made, I was like, okay, I'm not mad at this. But that second half was it was a learning. And I was quick to say this, and this isn't me being revisionist. I said it was a preseason tournament. It was a preseason tournament. And
now you want to say that. Now you want to say that.
I've been saying that.
No, you weren't saying that before. You're saying respect the competition. This is a big tournament. Everyone wants to win it.
Yeah, respect the competition. Everybody that's not in it are talking, poo-pooing it, downplaying it, talking how bad it is. And now everybody wants to talk about City out of the tournament that they were bashing to begin with. So come on, y'all be consistent. I was saying it was a pre-season tournament, which factually it was. My manager.
No, it wasn't.
It's factually preseason. It's happening before our season comes. It's literally preseason tournament. So my manager's got to manage this in addition to keeping in mind that he has what we all really want, what we're all trying to get in terms of the Prem and Champions League. Yes, I wanted to win it. Yes, my club wanted to win it. But we also had to manage what was really, dare I say, the bread and butter, which was really what everybody wants at the end of the day, the Prem and the UCL. So we crashed out. We should not have lost that game to Al Hilal. As good as they played, as poor as we played, we shouldn't have lost that. I need my players to have their shooting boots. I need my players to be able to sense danger. I need that spidey sense to be kicking in when there's a counterattack or where there's a ball being played over top or diagonally. We need to be able to read that better. So, go ahead.
I was just going to say, shout out to the keeper, the Moroccan keeper. Yep. Unbelievable performance from him. He absolutely killed it. And bro, Vader, your boy Ederson might be finished.
No, he's not. But
your boy Ederson might be
overreactionary. I expect you to be reactionary like
that.
Oh.
He was shocking. I've not seen him save a 1v1 situation since the Champions League final. Like that's how poor I feel like he's been recently. And maybe I'm over exaggerating.
Of course you are.
But your defense, scary times. Reinders, Pinecone, Gundogan, Pinecone, Bernardo Silva, Pinecone. That whole midfield were Pinecone.
Why are you saying Pinecone?
Because they were getting walked past. They weren't even doing anything defensively. The three of them. That midfield trio was poor. As for your back line, I rate Diaz, I rate Gavardio, but Nunes at right back's not going to cut it. And Ait Nuri is baptist of fire, having to defend as a left back in a back four when you have a midfield three that's not defending at all. And if I show everybody the team, the actual team that played versus Al Hilal, bro,
same team that played against Real Madrid, you got a draw.
You guys. Do you think it was a disrespectful lineup, or do you think you just got it wrong? What do you think it is? Because you look at this midfield; these are European. European players. You got Milinkovic-Savic, who turns up in every single World Cup or Euros. You got Neves, who's still on the Portuguese team and was in the Premier League last couple of years. I'm not too sure about this guy, but you got Malcolm, who's been in the top level already. You got Cancelo, who previously played for you. Koulibaly, who played for Chelsea. This is not a mug team, bro. I felt like you guys played so attacking, thinking you could just blitz them.
No, Pep, and again, I know you didn't listen to what I said earlier. Pep is managing this as a pre-season tournament. So he's got to have some rotation. He's got to try some things because this is the time to do it. I know for everyone, they understand it's knockout stage, play to win it. He's got to have a combination of the two. He tried a ting. He experimented with what he was going to do with his midfield. He didn't play a true six. He played Reinders to see whether he can do that role. He played Ilkay and Bernardo to see whether they could still kind of get the press and deal with obviously what was a low block, but they weren't able to deal with the counter. And this is what I think my manager was trying to deal with the whole time. We know the majority of the league and Champions League teams are going to low block us. So he's experimenting on how we can still get at some of these goals and can we manage some of these counters that are going to happen with these low blocks. He got it wrong. He got it wrong in the second half because honestly, we were in control. They did not have a shot on target that first half. Now, when they did have a shot on target, they happened to score. They were mad clinical, but that all changed up when he took off Nunes, which you said isn't good enough because Nunes was good enough. They scored those goals when Nunes was subbed off.
I think these are logical points, but at the same time, your defense in that game got exposed. And as much as you're going to say it's a preseason tournament, as much as you're going to say Pep is doing rotation, this is something that I can foreshadow see happening in the league.
I want you to. Count us out. Tell me that my defense is poor. Tell me that we aren't going to be good enough to win this league. I want that. I want to hear that.
No, but your defense is poor because your goalkeeper is making mistakes. He's not making saves. Your defenders are getting put under a lot of pressure because of your midfield. And I said this on Never Foul. I said this on Never Foul. Kaz told me I was crazy. Yeah. I said this on Troops' channel. Lee Gunner told me I was crazy. I think your defense is still suspect. And Manchester City fans who watch that Club World Cup can tell you right now your team is not ready defensively to win this league next year.
Yeah, I said City are chasing Liverpool, Arsenal, and maybe Chelsea. Maybe Chelsea.
I'm going to help you out here a little bit.
You don't need to help me, but go ahead.
Because I think when you're playing a high line, as you were, right, I think it's more sort of a personnel problem for me, actually. I don't know if you can necessarily play some of the guys that you have there if you're going to play in that high line, particularly those centre backs. Like I think for me, for example, Ruben Diaz, I don't think he necessarily has enough recovery pace, for example, such that if he needs to, if the high line does get broken,
agreed.
Right. So I think for me, this is where again, I know you brought a young the Cousin of Fano. This is where I actually think he might work in the team, innit? He works in the team. So that, I think for me, it's more so like if you're gonna play this style of play, you need to make sure you've got the right personnel there to make stuff happen.
Yes, and you will see that moving forward. Like I said, Pep has had rotation throughout this entire tournament. I know you don't watch all the City games. I know many of you that weren't in the tournament, Ahmed and myself, obviously we watched more of this because we're involved in it. But Pep actually had a different 11 from game 1 to game 2. He's trying to figure out who can do what and who can do what when. Now, in this game, sorry.
Wait, hold on. So because you support a club, you watched more, yeah? So I watched all your games.
No, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I didn't say because I support my club, I watch more. I said because I'm in the tournament, right? And I've heard this from many that weren't in the tournament. Oh, this tournament is invite only. It's not really important. Who really cares about it? So it doesn't apply. If it doesn't apply to you, let it fly. If you watch it, cool. But I know with regards to Egal, he was pretty on this tournament. I know you watched some of it. But when I mentioned, because I watch every game of City, that's why I want to emphasize Pep, because you kind of were dismissive of when I said rotation. Pep has had a different 11 from game 1 to game 2. And this is a knockout stage, so we got burnt for not getting the result, but we were in control.
Burnt tomorrow.
Hey, can I ask Kaz? Kaz, did you do a video yet saying Egal was right?
No, because the first statement you made was wrong. Because if you watch the City versus Juventus game, they didn't have a sniff. Literally. Like, if you actually look at it, they had moments like most teams when you play higher lines and stuff. Like it was, they got absolutely dominated. Did you see the possession?
Didn't I say their defense is suspect though? And
but you can. There's like a throw-in. It's like looking at the scoreline and say that's a throw-in statement because you saw the scoreline. Did you watch the game?
I said that after they beat Juventus.
Did you watch the game?
I watched it back. I was sleeping.
You watched it back. So did you watch the 90 minutes?
No.
Well, I did, and they dominated heavily. That game should have ended probably about 10-2. How about that? How about that? You look at their goals as well. You look at the goal, they literally
on his head.
yeah, there was one huge mistake from both sides. But anyways, even in that other game that they lost to Al Hilal, in the first half, they should have probably been up 7-0, if I'm being honest. They missed chance after chance after chance. But we know how this City team is, and that's when your statement is correct to saying, well, if they're going to play like this against teams that are probably better than Al Hilal then and all this kind of stuff, that don't mind playing on transitions. Let's say Elanga does go to Newcastle, they're going to get hurt a bit, aren't they? You know, so it's a fair statement. They don't have Kyle Walker anymore to hide away their deficiencies because he ain't got the recovery pace. Well, Ruben Diaz certainly doesn't. Akanji's a flipping bozo, and I've said this for time anyways. When he first joined, he's got too many mistakes in him.
Yeah, and Akanji ain't got the recovery pace that he used to as well.
It's not even that. His positioning is just not all that. He's got all the tools in the locker though. I know they're asking for Kusanov, but he's apparently struggling to adapt as well. Not many people know this. In training sessions, and bro, it's like Nori's basically Trent.
And you know something? Our bracket's busted. Our bracket's busted because we had Man City in the final.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, Man City in the final. I just want to refute a little thing with regards to Akanji because Akanji came over here, I think, for 15 million. I think if he had a chance to play in a position consistently, because Pep has kind of used him like a Bernardo Silva, where he's played all over the back line. He's had him inverted. He's had him play right back. He's had him play left back at times, and he's obviously had him centrally. I think if Akanji could minimize these bozo moments, if he had that secure position and was consistent centrally, but that's another conversation.
Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Please do hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already done so, and leave a comment down below what you thought of that video you just watched.